involved and we need to release these. And then we find out, I played the clip yesterday, that there's this representative, Plaskett, that during the congressional hearing against Donald Trump, trying to pin him as a racist and whatever else, womanizer, this representative Plaskett was texting during the hearing while Trump's attorney, Cohen, was testifying. He was texting this representative with questions. Epstein was telling her what to ask during a congressional hearing. It's madness. It's insane. And this woman had accepted a lot of money from Jeffrey Epstein over the course of her career. And she ran the district, the area, her turf was where Jeffrey Epstein's pedophile island was. So if you don't see a conflict there and something that should really be looked into, you're an idiot. So Hakeem Jeffries was asked about this. He is asked a question about Representative Plaskett texting Epstein during these congressional hearings. And what do you think we got? An answer? No, not even close. Let's watch and listen.
Why should Americans trust you and House Democrats on the Jeffrey Epstein files when one of your own, Congresswoman Plaskett, was found to be texting with Jeffrey Epstein during a hearing, getting information from him, using that in her questioning during a congressional hearing. And at one point, he tells her, good job.
This is a bipartisan effort to make sure that, consistent with what the survivors have requested, that there's full and complete transparency, and every single predator who may be in those Justice Department files doesn't escape accountability. Thanks.
Why should Americans...
Did you hear the question? Why should Americans trust you when one of your own, your Democrat colleague, was texting Jeffrey Epstein? Bipartisan, blah, blah, transparency. We're going to... Not a hint of an answer to the question that was asked of him. I mean... You know, you could say a lot about Donald Trump, and whether you like it or not, he will answer your fucking question. He will answer it. You might not like it, but he will give you an answer to your question. The idea of just not answering, not even acknowledging the question was asked, just pumping out more of your official talking points that you were told to point out. Sean, could you play that Chuck Schumer clip? Because it's very reminiscent of this, of what we just saw. Chuck Schumer being asked a question and not even remotely giving an answer to that. Do you got that one, Sean?
I guess a question that's out there, why wouldn't they have been released the last 4 years when President Biden was in office?
Well, that's the question every American is asking. Or not every American, but so many Americans are asking. What the hell is he hiding? Why doesn't he want them released? When you don't want something like this released, when even a whole lot of Republicans are calling for the release, his own party members, people ask the question, what's he hiding? It's got to be answered by releasing the files.
I mean, just... No shame either, right? Got to be answered. Got to be. Did you hear the fucking question? The question was, why didn't Biden release it when he was president? When the Biden administration, Democrats had power, had the files. Americans are wondering why you didn't release it then. Yes, that is the question. Americans are wondering what he did. What? What an insult. It's insulting to the American people to watch Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries just not acknowledge what are supposedly the eyes and ears of the American people, the media, they're asked legitimate questions. These aren't softball questions thrown to them by a propaganda media trying to make them look good. These are real questions that Americans are wondering. Hey, why didn't you release them when you had them and had the presidency? Yeah. How can Americans trust you, Hakeem, when your colleague, your Democrat colleague, was texting him during a hearing? And when they don't even try to answer that question, it's a direct fuck you to the American people. That's how I see it. So Hakeem, there may be a reason that Hakeem isn't even touching these questions. Maybe. Here is a hearing going on, and they bring up the fact or speculation that evidence that Hakeem Jeffries has an Epstein connection himself. Let's watch.
Colleagues' coordination with Epstein. Another email shows Democrat fundraisers invited Epstein to an event or to meet privately with Hakeem Jeffries as part of their 2013 effort to win a majority. So Hakeem Jeffries' campaign solicited money from Jeffrey Epstein. That's what we found in the last document batch. The files underscore why former President Trump must appear for his deposition. We've subpoenaed him. To date, the Democrats have done nothing to help us secure his appearance. I support full transparency. The Oversight Committee will continue to work to get the truth to the American people and to get justice for the victims. That's our goal of this investigation. With that, I yield back.
The gentleman yields back. Yeah, Mr. Speaker, we reserve. The gentleman reserves.
Yes. So Hakeem Jeffries' campaign got a lot of money from Jeffrey Epstein. They were setting up a meeting between Hakeem and Jeffrey Epstein. This is business as usual, by the way. Scumbags giving money to politicians so that they can get favors from them later on. It's the way it works. This is how it works. And, you know, Jeffrey Epstein isn't the only piece of shit that's doled out millions of dollars to politicians to get them elected. His motive? Yeah, to keep him out of fucking prison, maybe? To let him continue his little island hijinks and shenanigans down there? And, you know, what are the American people supposed to think? What are we supposed to think? That Epstein's the bad guy. All right, got it. And that all the politicians are amazing, caring people that just want to do what's best for the victims? Oof, I think they're full of shit. I think there's a big bunch of bullshit going on. So we will see. We will see what happens with Epstein, Hakeem Jeffries, Trump, the Clintons. Have you seen the latest? Have you seen this story? The latest story is that Donald Trump sucked Bill Clinton's cock. I don't know if it's involved with Epstein. Probably. Was it at Epstein's place? Was it somewhere? I don't know. There's the blue dress painting of Bill Clinton hanging up in Epstein's torture chamber there on his island. And now there's this talk that there are photos of Donald Trump sucking Bill Clinton's cock. But now they've kind of changed it to saying it's someone named Bubba. So Trump was sucking Bubba's dick. I don't know. But we have a video of some woman talking about it and saying that maybe even Vladimir Putin is somehow involved in this. It's all so fucking insane. So listen to this.
There is a photograph of Kanks giving a blowjob to somebody named Bubba that Vladimir Putin has. Nobody is even denying that. Mark Epstein came back in and released a statement. Hey, it's not Bill Clinton. You've got the wrong Bubba. And then we wonder why Helsinki happened. And then look at all of the bend over, and pun intended there, all of the bend over by Kanks to Vladimir Putin since that time.
Kinks?
This is unbelievable that this is just sitting out there, that Vladimir Putin has a picture of Kanks blowing Bubba. And we're sitting here talking about, oh, I don't know, what's he going to do with the tariffs, which are all important things, which of course he's taken the L on that as well, because everything this man touches dies, which makes me wonder where and how Bubba, whoever this Bubba is doing now.
So Kankles, Kinks, how about you fucking see? She doesn't even want to say it because, I'll sue you. So I don't know. But Vladimir Putin has pictures. Why wouldn't he really use them? Why wouldn't he really use them? Like, hey, Trump, just, help me beat Ukraine. I want American troops on the ground fighting the Ukrainians, or I will release this picture. I can't really believe that one. I would have thought if that picture existed and Vladimir had it, he would have used it a lot sooner for a lot more, I don't know, a lot bigger advantage to his positions globally. So I don't know, but this is what's going around the internet. I don't even like bringing it up because it conjures up a horrific image. I definitely don't want to think about Trump and any Bubba, Clinton or any other Bubba doing that. It's quite fucking disgusting is what it is. Yeah. All right. Hey, black people, I didn't forget about you. I wouldn't forget about you on any given day. Some of the behavior has been really, really bad lately. And what we're getting from the community isn't a bunch of people saying, wow, it is bad. We really have to step up and try to figure out what we're doing here as a community, as a people. We're looking terrible in the eyes of the rest of this country and the world by our actions here in the United States. The crime is unbelievable and unbelievably violent. And I saw a video today. It was a pregnant black woman with her child, another child who looked to be, 7, 8, maybe. I don't know. I can't tell kids' ages. And they're beating her up. Elementary school kids are beating her. She's pregnant, and her son, beating them, stomping them, kicking them. Little kids. It's like a science fiction. It's like fucking, Weapons. The movie Weapons with the little kids. They're running around and then they kill some people at the end. It's like that, only they're not white. They're not white kids and they're not under some type of witch's spell. It's just the way they're being raised, or lack thereof, by their single parent mother or the grandparents if the dad's in prison and the mother is strung out on drugs. So there's no one raising these kids, and we're seeing that it's getting worse and worse and worse. There's just no discipline. Even in the schools, they stopped the disciplinary programs in schools because they were deemed racist, because it was predominantly black people being disciplined in the school. So instead of looking into maybe why that is, they said, well, it must be racist. Let's eliminate the discipline. No more detention, no more suspension, expulsion. When I tell you, this is affecting my speech. These fucking missing teeth over here. I have the bridge put in, not till January. I got to get the temporary back because I'm speaking very strangely, like Rudy Giuliani. And it hurts too. It hurts. Very painful. My teeth fell out of my head. Anyway. Yeah.